shot the little shops of horrors in 2 days and a half?
Yes, 2 days and 1 night.
And 1 night?
Right.
You know that you are very famous in France. You know that?
Well, I'm delighted to hear it.
So we know Machine Gun Kelly, we know House of Usher, the little shops of horror. We know Bloody Mama. You had problems in France with Bloody Mama, no?
Yes, there was some censorship at one time,
Yeah.
a relationship between Ma Barker and her sons.
And you were obliged to come to France to discuss with the censors?
Yes, that's right.
And you won?
Well, I compromised a little bit, but essentially we won.
And you made 2 Wild Angels?
Yes, right. That was the first of the motorcycle films.
How many movies did you shoot?
Well, as a director, I directed about 50, maybe 55, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
And I produced about 200. A fair number.
In how many years?
Well, I started in the mid-1950s, and I'm still going in '89.
Yeah. And this is an average of how many films per year?
It's varied. Some years as low as 5 or 6. Last year I did 22 films.
Is it true that you shot the little shops of horrors in 2 days and a half?
Yes, 2 days and 1 night.
And 1 night?
Right.
You are really a miracle for producers, no?
Probably. However, when I finished, Bob Town, the screenwriter, who's a good friend of mine, said, "You must remember, Roger, making a film is not like a track meet." So I've never gone that fast.
But why did you do that? Because you had so little money?
Partially I had just a little bit of money, and partially just as a joke to see if I could do it.
Yeah. So you helped a lot of people to start in the trade or to start a new career. We will start a Who's Who interview. I will give you names and you will tell me what you think of them, okay? You ready?
I'm ready.
So, Vincent Price, because you did many adaptations of Edgar Poe with him, no?
A great gentleman and a very fine actor, a very sensitive man. Peter Lorre is a great, or was, a great talent. He never knew his lines when he came on the set, but he was a great talent.
Yeah. Basil Rathbone.
Basil Rathbone, when I worked with him, was very old. He was a little bit stiff at that time, but had been a major actor.
He wasn't that...
No, I think his age had slowed him down when he worked with me.
Boris Karloff?
Boris Karloff was somewhat the same as Vincent Price. He had been trained in an English theatrical tradition and was a very well-trained and prepared actor.
Bogdanovich, you produced his first movie, no? Target.
Yes, and then another film we shot in Singapore, St. Jack. Yeah. Peter Bogdanovich is one of the finest talents in the motion picture industry. Occasionally, he's gotten in his own way.
Brian De Palma?
Brian De Palma is a varied man. His films have, how shall I say, followed a certain channel, but I think he's capable of breaking out of that channel and doing more varied work.
Mm-hmm. And Jack Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson is great.
Yeah.
Jack has worked with me for many years. The best story I can tell about Jack Nicholson is when he first started, I said, "Jack, if you're as good as you think you are, and you're as good as I think you are, how come I'm the only director who is hiring you?" And Jack said, "Give him time, they'll all be after me eventually."
But you discovered him, no?
Yes, he was working in an acting school that I attended briefly.
But how did you decide that it was him?
I saw Jack do improvisations in class, and I did some improvisation with him. And he's a very inventive man. He's very fast and very creative, yet at the same time very, very serious.
And Scorsese, you produced Martha Boxcar, no? His first movie?
Yes. Marty Scorsese is truly a product of New York.
Yeah.
The first film he did for me, we were shooting on location in the American South, and I think it's a tribute to him that he was able to adapt to the South, but he's really at his best when he reflects the city he truly knows.
And Coppola, he did Dementia 13 for you, no?
Yes. Francis was my assistant for some time and then went on to direct for me and then went on to a very brilliant career. Francis's career has been up and down, and I believe it will move back up again very quickly.
He took a good care of money when he was an assistant?
Yeah, right. But then when he had his own money, he didn't care so much anymore. He took good care of my money.
Your last film was about the Baron von Richthofen, the Red Baron.
Yeah.
It was in 1970. And will you do another movie now?
Yes, happy to have you ask me that question because I think after 19 years, I'll start directing again this summer.
Oh, what kind of movie?
A very strange movie. It's a retelling of the Frankenstein story, but it starts in the 21st century and goes back to the 19th century.
It's Frankenstein in science fiction.
It's science fiction, it's horror, it's a little bit of political comment, and it's a little bit of a religious film. It's going to be a very strange film.
How old are you?
I am 63.
Et pour être sûr de ne rien rater de Arditube, abonnez-vous et mettez un pouce bleu.